bit scared to go into the hard mode, but don't worry, I'm still gonna do it. Just not today. Anyhow, today it's not the TARDIS mod again, don't worry. I just have the module set up inside the TARDIS. So today what I will be reviewing is the Fossils and Archaeology mod. This is a crazy mod which basically allows you to recreate Jurassic Park in Minecraft. Yes, you basically are able to make dinosaurs come back to life. And find artifacts as well. So it's really cool. So, first things first. Which one to go for? Let's go for this room first. I already got everything set up, I just thought the doors would make things look a little bit neater. You know what I mean? Okay, so here are a few of the different blocks that you can create and or find in your world. So this is a skull. You will be able to find it either in fossils or on a heck boat, and I'll show you those in a little while. Same with these fossil lanterns. However, you can actually craft these things. All you gotta do is just put a skull, a torch, there you go. Okay, and then this is the analyzer. What you will need to first do actually is find some fossil, which in all honesty looks just like this. This is a fossil, and this is permafrost. Whatever you do, do not put a torch near it, otherwise it will turn into dirt. But from the permafrost, as you can see, I just got a skull from it. The permafrost you can also get items from the spawn, like frozen meat. Anything you find in the fossils or these permafrost things, just throw it into the analyzer, and it can analyze it and allow you to spawn in some things. Except like bones. And what do you know, there's a book too. To be honest, I've only messed around with this for a little bit. I don't know all the parts with these things. Yeah, you will be able to find a fossil almost anywhere in the world, as far as I can tell. But just be careful, because it is hard to tell. Compared to stone, it looks almost just like it. It's a little bit broken. But when you open it, you can find things like fire fossils. And these you can either place down, which I'll show you in another room, or throw them into an analyzer. Now these leg bones and stuff, I don't know how to use them, other than possibly for an armor set, because the analyzer won't. The analyzer won't analyze these things. Sorry, I lost my word there for a second. It won't analyze them for some reason. Don't know why. So, okay. Jesus. This is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. Probably because of this stupid lag. But, anyways, as you can see, I got a bunch of different things from those fossils and stuff. Ignore this stuff for now. I'll explain that in a little while. So these relic scraps, again, you can either throw it into the analyzer, or they have a second function. Because sometimes you'll actually find pottery shards, or broken swords, or helmets. You throw these relic scraps into here, and throw like a broken sword or something into here. Let me go to game mode 1 and find it for you guys. Here we go. No, that's not it. No. Here we go. Like this. You can find this in a fossil, but you throw that in there, and it has some relic scraps, and it will fix it into the ancient sword. And okay, it looks like it's gonna actually be a while for this thing. Well, whatever. You guys get the point. Throw a broken artifact in there with some developed scraps, you'll be good to go. And this I'll explain a little bit. So back to the analyzer. All you gotta do is just throw this stuff in, and it will start analyzing it, as you can see with this little bar. And again, with these biofossils, a nice thing about them is that you can actually place them down and get a skeleton of one of the dinos. All you gotta do is punch it and it'll drop itself. But if you also feed it bones, it'll actually grow to the full size, depending on how many you feed them, that is. And also, the other thing to note with the analyzer, you don't always get like DNA or anything like that. You sometimes get sand or flint or whatever else, like gravel and stuff as well. Oh, and also forgot, there is a sifter in here. Yeah, there's a sifter. Got to place that down somewhere. You put sand or something in it, and every once in a while, if you're lucky, you'll get a successful sift and grab some stuff. According to my sources, apparently you can also get a diamond rarely from sand or gravel. Because after you put it in there, you put sand and gravel in there. Yep, there we go, pottery shards. Now these things you basically use in order to create different kinds of pottery. It will only create the broken parts though. That's what the table's for. If you throw one of those broken things in there as well, you can actually go and repair it. And I'll show you those in a little bit, some of them. And here's a couple more things. The drum, which you use a skull on a stick, I believe. I think that's what it's called. No, I can't even find the stuff in here. Yeah, skull. Use that to beat on the thing. And certain animals will be able to use that for your orders. And the feeder you have to throw in for like your animals. If you don't want to have to go in and manually feed them, just throw this in there, put some food in it, and you'll be good to go. These fern spores will basically make ferns. Be careful not to put them in like a forest biome or something, because it can cause a quote-unquote fern apocalypse. Basically meaning that tons of fern will spawn. What do you know? We got us DNA. Now the way you do the DNA is you make a creature vat. Okay, why did they do that? That's weird. Okay, well, you make a culture vat. My bad. 3 iron, 4 glass, a cactus green, and a water bucket makes you a culture vat. You gotta also find some milk because this will complete the process. All you gotta do is throw a piece of DNA in there. And also, inside of there, you can actually see a little embryo. In a moment. Come on. Come on. You're already in there. There we go. You see the little guy that's spitting in there. So once that's... Oh, there we go. We got another DNA. What do you know? And nothing else in there. So... You just keep analyzing these things, and every once in a while you'll get a piece of DNA. And you can either throw it in there, or combine it with a book, and that will allow you to make a Dinopedia, which you need in order to gather information for the dinosaurs that you spawn in. And this thing, I'm not going to wait on it, because it takes like 2 minutes at least to get this thing done. It's a long process. Oh yeah, and also with this frozen meat, you just throw it in here, and it can also get some raw chicken and stuff from it. Kind of funny, really. Okay, next room. Since we're pretty much done with this one. Oh, also, when you do get those poultry packs done, you'll get an egg. Why did this break? Oh, nuts. Oh, nuts. Holy cow, what the heck happened? Oh. Right. I forgot. Okay. Looks like one of the dinos decided to escape and fall to the doom in the void. Oops. I forgot. Some of these animals, by default, they will actually be able to break blocks, including bedrock, apparently. Since these things are normally able to be indestructible. Oh, jeez. My bad. Oh, boy. Well, if you don't want this to happen to, like, your toilets or anything, go to the market and you'll be able to find, you'll be able to find one of these, oh, I don't know what to say, call it. Anyways, just go into the config, and you can put one of the, allow dinos to break blocks or falls, and then this thing won't happen. What a pain. Completely forgot about that. And also, those are some of the things that you can spawn. Now, as I was saying earlier about the spawning of the eggs, you gotta put it near a torch. Otherwise, it won't be able to hatch because it needs to be warm. And okay, now we're finally over here. Those are a couple more of the biofossils completely grown. Actually, the way you grow them is just use these bones. A few of the bases, all three of them, when you first get them, and this is some of them that you have to put them in a certain order in order to get the dye. Yeah, like this. I don't remember all the recipes, but there's a few different kinds. And then there's also these little figurines, which you can find in temples, which according to my sources, are basically like pyramids of sorts. You can find these things in them. Oh, okay, I just need to clean my inventory now. Probably, except for these things. These are just some of the items that you can either craft and or find in your world. Ah, jeez. Stupid dinosaurs. Okay, back to the overworld, because I need to go to the nether to show you guys something. There we go. Anyways, in the nether, as I jump in, at the bottom, there are things called heck boats, which I mentioned earlier. These heck boats will have a statue of a Anu on them. And that statue, well, first off, it'll earn you the achievement, what the? Basically because it's impossible to break. So you have to, usually you would have to figure out how to activate it. Because once you activate it, it will open a portal to the boss, Anu. Come on, load in the train, please. Well, I mean, while it's at this, I will show you these things. This you can find in some of those heck boats. It's basically just a javelin that you pull back, and you throw. It's also a giant hammer. I'll use the durability every time though, so you gotta be careful. You actually even have these things. I just know you can find them at least. The whip, right click to use, and that's how you can control your dinosaurs once they're fully grown. And this essence of chicken. You're gonna need cooked chicken soup, which is basically a raw chicken in a bucket that's cooked. Put some bottles around it. You get some of this stuff. This will speed up the growth of your dino. And well, you look at that. A heck ship. Oh, jeez. There we go. Good thing I'm a pig, man. As you can see, achievement, what the? And you can go down into these ships. Wait, this stupid flag, stop have lag, please. That's better. Anyways, you can see that you can find some of these gold here, as well as in this chest. Like there's a drum, some bookshelves and stuff. You get the idea. A lot of different things now. Why am I getting so much? Oh, boy, you build scraps. Oh, stone tablets. I forgot about those. These things you can get from rock scraps when you analyze them. You can place them on a wall and they'll make different portraits. They're pretty cool, really. Especially when you get some of the larger ones. Yeah, these are just some of the ones that you can find. Alright, give me a bigger one, please. Okay, fine, it's good. Come on. Yeah, auto shots. Okay, back to the new statue. So you find yourself a heck boat, and you got this thing. You can't break it unless you're in creative mode. So the way you gotta do this is you have to go to the temple and find 4 figurines. Doesn't matter what kind, the broken or not. You need 4 figurines. Place them on these 4 corners. And then you need some redstone. Now be wary, because once you put this last piece, whether it be a figurine or redstone, it's gonna be an explosion. And I would duck and cover. Because of that. If you don't get knocked off the boat or anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, weird bit of lag there. You get some experience first off. Good jump for it too. And then you also get this port. You might have to build a port just to let my combat boat. But either way, okay, actually, before I go on, this is the boss battle of a dude. If you do not want to be spoiled, I would stop here. I would stop the video here. So leave the video now if you don't want to be spoiled. If you want to see the whole thing though, I'll go ahead and tell you. For those of you who don't care, like actually get in. Come on. Come on, get in. Thank you. Holy. Okay, now just give it a moment to load in. Again, final warning. Anyone who doesn't want to be spoiled, stop now. Okay, why is my computer lagging so much? Come on, let me in. Okay, well, if you're still in here by now, you're probably not ignoring the warning, so I might as well tell you what it's about. Basically, this is a boss battle with the King of the Undead, Anu. You will spawn on an obsidian platform, as you'll see whenever it finishes downloading the darn train, and in the distance you will see a giant castle. I mean, seriously, it is gigantic. And around the castle will be some statues. Those are Anubite statues, I believe what they are called. You gotta be careful with those statues, because if you get within 5 blocks of them, they spring into life and try attacking you. Now, also, before you go into here, you need to be sure you have a scalar gem. I'll show you that once I get finished downloading the train. There we go, finally. spawned in a lot closer this time. Okay, well, big things first. Again, you will spawn on there, and then you'll have this gigantic castle. Seriously, gigantic. Many different rooms in here. As soon as it finishes loading the dawn terrain. Sheesh. And as you can see down there are some pigment guards. Why is this not wanting to load in? Come on. Okay. Here we go. Now, okay, no, those are just normal pigment. These are the pigment sentries. Careful with these guys, because I think they're stronger than normal pigment. Also, they're immediately aggressive. And those were the statues I was talking about. I believe in survival mode, when you get closer to them, they'll come to life. However, when you create it, try to take the bottom of it and they'll spawn. And they make like wither noises and stuff. And these things are everywhere, so you gotta be careful. But there's a lot of loot and stuff. Enchantment table, nether wards, all sorts of things. And so, and this is the arena. This is where you will encounter the boss. Now, just to make this quick, I'll stay in creative mode. Otherwise, he'd probably kill me. I'm gonna need this. So let me see here. Click no. Okay, here you are. Scarab. This is what you're gonna need to find. It's a 1 in 1,000 chance of dropping from a fossil. But once you have that, get up to the sarcophagus and be ready to fight anew. So place it on. Don't need that anymore. And then once you take it off, here comes anew. The ruler of the undead. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's stuck in there. And I hope I got it. But in this first stage, we'll basically make you want to do is and a lightning attack. Okay, after this he will go into light mode in the second stage. Since I'm in creative, I can just fly after him. Need a bow. Also, a problem is that sometimes when I was doing the second one, those both. But for some reason, we need like bows as well as Let's go to with bows as well as the sentry thing. Again, I don't know how much damage they do. Also, you're gonna need a diamond pickaxe as there's a rare chance in this phase, the third phase. Get blazes. He's gonna spawn blazes as well. Wake up the wisdom. Sentry pickaxe. Oh, click his smoking body, and you'll be teleported to another dimension, the treasure room dimension. Hopefully this shouldn't take us long. Yeah, there we go. So, behind you, there will be an ancient chest. Right next to the key, open the chest. And then, there we go. I'll give you an ancient clock. Now, it won't tell normal time, but in an upcoming update, which comes in who knows when, I don't. You will be able to use this in a time machine. Very expensive, like 3 scarabs at least, in another store. I believe that's the recipe for it. Either way, you basically, in a future update, you will apparently be able to craft a time machine. Put this ancient. Oh, okay. Spawn me in a tree, will you? Fine. Once I find this darn thing. Time machine, there it is. So it's this thing. You can go ahead and craft it. With 3 scarabs, 2 obsidian, 2 gold, another star, and an ender pearl. Very expensive. Pretty much all you do is you just, I can get into its GUI. Come on. Put the ancient clock in there, and it'll start floating above it. It will then fill up this meter, and as you'll see in a moment or two. Oh, excuse me. What the? Okay, this is weird. This is not part of the mod. I think this is one of my other mods in here. Okay, just ignore this for now. Weird. Anyhow. Yep, there we go. It's almost to the top. And of course, once it, as I said, it's a work in progress thing. So once it's done, coming soon. So I mean, there's no point in really making the thing until later, once it's done. I would do the new boss just because it's very, very cool. I thought it was cool at least. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on, any suggestions. Well, suggest anything I can improve on in the comments. Man, I can't speak today. Holy cow. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed this. I'll leave the download link in the description. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.